down. Okay, there you go.
Nick Couture. He's not on. Is he not on?
I don't think. It's not a full-blown broadcast yet. Okay, now it's on. Let's go. Here we are. Roll.
Okay, we're here.
After one possession.
Live at the Drive Nation facility for the championship. Houston Hoops versus Team Tyus of Minnesota. I'm here with Alan Branch.
Alan Branch with TexasBoysBasketball.com. We're right here at the Drive Nation, where it is. We're at the IndiHoops 8th grade World Championship right now. It's a very interesting situation. I had to come in. One of the most interesting things was that after all the preparation and everything, we had to scrap the whole deal and bring back, because of the history of everything that's going on this year. These two teams came to the fourth and didn't have a lot of history.
No, they didn't have a lot of history, but Alan, they've been consistent this week. Elias King for Minnesota has been a definite great shooter and playmaker, and Houston Hoops is led by their big man in the middle, 34.
Yeah, that's Mohamed Nguma. Yeah.
So three-point shot.
Just blocks. He changes as many shots as he blocks.
Yes.
Which, in my opinion, are equivalent to blocks.
Houston, Minnesota to the goal, over to Elias King, and he's off the mark. Jordan Williams with the rebound in up the court. Williams sidestepping to the goal, and we got body on 24, Brady Halgam.
A little bit of history for you on Elijah King. Elijah King is a bit of a mercenary. He came out of the 16U ranks where he had been playing up. Team Tyus has lost two of their point guards due to injury, and he was brought in to function and operate in this situation because the race car needed a steering wheel. So here we back off, and I'll hand it back off to you.
Oh, he has been the catalyst too. Elias King has been special all week. Definitely, he's going to be in the running for an MVP, depending on the outcome of this one.
Right. But now he has that type of body work after the week he's done. And like I said, coming out of the 16U ranks and coming back down here, he's going to be prepared to play at the speed and play at the level of intensity is going to be probably a step down, a little bit of a comfort zone for him.
Right. He's been blown by competition and finishing at the rim, so he's a kid to look out for.
Oh,
and it's a high on the glass, big man, pinned it against the glass, but we got a goaltend. Let's go the other way.
I don't have a problem with that goaltend. That goaltend puts a sense of consciousness to anybody else that goes to the basket.
Right, Nailed to the goal hard, and he finalizes. There it is, Alan, what you talked about, that confidence on that block and then coming back and finishing that at the goal hard. Jackson Logie as well. You know, he's a nice big man, 6'7", so there'll be a nice matchup in the middle between him and Mohamed.
Well, something is going to be a little bit tricky. We got both of them matched up come in on the rosters at 6'7". We can clearly see that Mohamed is 2 inches taller than 22.
Definitely. Mohamed's a true big man. I do like Logie. He's been showing a lot of glimpses of some good moves, and there he is in the lane. He's off. They're going to move it up court. Number 1, BB Knight. And 1. Count the basket. Foul on Minnesota. So we're here at IWC3 at Dallas Drive Nation facility. I'm Aubrey Gray of Wire to Wire Sports and Hoops Factory TV.
Hey, Alan Branch with TexasBoysBasketball.com, supporting the process here at Drive Nation. We got us right here on the Lonestar Sports Network, where you see the Lonestar Sports Show. Today's game was brought to you by FastSmallSports.com with the Lonestar Sports Network. We got the 8th grade Indy Hoops World Championship going on right here in Drive Nation.
Elias King, NBA 3, and he's good.
Yeah, big shot. That is a really big shot that comes in and brings a little bit more neutrality to the process.
And it looks like another foul.
I know.
And we've got 12:50 left in the first half. It is 10. 10-5, and Houston Hoops is down. Minnesota in the lead right now. David Martinez at the line, and he's off the mark. Elias
Big
King
rebound.
high for the rebound.
I'm a big fan of rebounding point guards. Rebounding point guards put your team into transition with the ball in the decision maker's hand early in the process. There's another one goes
Sam Flea off to King. Mohamed Naum with the board and out.
Number 3 in rebounding. That's the 3rd rebound for him today, early in the game.
Jordan Williams has been pretty effective. He's a big guard, good shoulders. Gets it over to Knight. Off the mark. Elias King.
Nice pass.
Right, that was
big
great.
Assist and rebound. That's a huge possession for Elias King.
Right, as you can see, Elias King's making things happen off the top for his team.
Well, that's what happens when a kid plays up for so long and then comes back down to kids that are closer to his age. Right. His comfort zone is just at another level.
Right, and you can see that all week. He's been special.
You know, it's a very interesting thing. He reminds me of a player, and doing this as long as I've done it, he reminds me of a player that's playing with the Los Angeles Lakers since a Texas kid, Alex Caruso. Played at Texas A&M from College Station, moves, distributes, has a fluent feel, blew up at NBA Top 100 camp as a junior, as a nobody, and ends up playing in the NBA right now. Very intrigued by Elias King.
Yeah, yes, and Caruso's been special, being able to hang on with the organization. I believe the Lakers and some of the G League, and he's been a consistent guy. And also he was, I believe, on the USA basketball in the program as well.
Correct, right, yeah. But another late bloomer remind you of Elias King at the same age. Elias King may be a better shooter based on what I've seen been demonstrated so far.
Well, so we're 12-7 here. Minnesota in the lead. Move in the middle. Thomas Laufer off the mark. 3-point shot. Houston off the mark.
Elias King with another rebound, an outlet.
Up the court, in the middle.
Point guards are huge. Right now, in my opinion, we're sitting in a situation where Team Tyus is making better decisions and getting better looks in transition because they're getting the ball in their decision makers' hands early off the glass.
Jordan Williams to the goal hard. He's off the mark, but he is the guy who a lot of the offense is going to be run through. Vincent Cruz over to Mohamed Naum, and he'll shoot 2.
Mohamed Naum, shoot 2.
Mohamed has been nice this week. He's finished around the goal, and he showed a lot of potential as a big. We're here at IWC3 Dallas Drive Nation facility, IndiHoops.com. I'm here with Alan Branch.
Arby, you've been great all week long. I mean, I've enjoyed your wisdom you're pointing out, because I don't get a chance to frequent this level very often.
Yeah, Alan.
2 or 3 times a year at tops, right?
Yes, I've enjoyed you very much, learning a lot about the history of the game. Alan's been in it 20 plus years in the grassroots game, 12 years as a summer coach with the franchise All-Stars. So there's a lot of knowledge at this table that I'm the guy that I'm next to. So I've appreciated it.
Well, one indicator, Aubrey, you always know when guys are getting old, they always put that plus sign because they don't want you to really be able to date them. You use 20 plus years, nobody really figure it out.
Hey, we'll stop that. You got some good genes because you look pretty young. I don't believe that at all.
I learned that from the old guy trick. When you start playing golf with the old guy, that's one of the moves you see. He'll go 20 plus.
Hey, he doesn't look a day over 40 to me.
Oh, boy.
So we're back, IWC3. Elias King will inbound the ball. Down to Laufer, and he'll get an easy layup.
Now, that's one of the things that you've been able to see out of Coach Burr. Coach Burr is a high school coach there in Minneapolis, Minnesota, where he does a tremendous job. You see a lot of really good execution. Obviously, talent is one thing here in this situation, but
Mohamed Naum on the glass hard. And he didn't finish. No foul called. Jordan Williams will pull it out. And
we have the makings of a very interesting basketball game, a competitive game right here, and what you want in your championship basketball game.
Most certainly, most certainly. 2 teams competing hard and playing for the chip.
Yeah.
Ten to 14. Off the Laufer, another one, and he'll get the foul.
Right. We are looking at a 2-possession basketball game right now, Coach. I mean, it's going to be a really intriguing thing. I'm wondering at what time is Coach Richard Law, the head coach of the Houston Hoops, is a young man that I'm extremely proud of. We had him on the show the other night, and here he is. Once a guy that played in the Houston Superstars program, coaching during that time, had a successful career. At what point is he going to apply the full court pressure?
Wow.
And that's going to be the next change of rhythm that you can look to see in this game. Is does Richard Law do this, or does he stay patient as long as he's within a couple possessions or situation?
Right.
And if he can keep getting that out of it, then he'll save that weapon toward the end.
Definitely.
When it's really needed. He's put a little token pressure right there now. You see with the 1-2.
Right. Changing tempo.
Right.
Collins to the goal, and he'll get an easy layup. Makai Collins has been special all week. This kid can play 6'4", 6'3", 6'4" guard forward. Look for him to be a pretty solid varsity player this upcoming season in Minnesota.
Right. And that was one of the things that Coach Burr showed me, that all his guys are on track to be varsity players as freshmen, and goes roughly 30 days away from going to high school. Right.
I see a lot of these kids, coming off the bench being contributors at the varsity level because of the way they've been coached by Coach Burr. The preparation, he's a serious coach. There's going to be no funny business, and you're going to have to play defense. So these kids are going to be ready to compete.
Yeah. Totally agree with exactly where you are there. One of the things, one of the things that I was able to take a look at and get out of that situation was, one of the things I was concerned about in the very beginning, the pressure is going to have to be a little bit less structured if the Houston Hoops are going to have any success with it, because coming with a traditional zone press type situation, the Team Tyus is a group that's prepared to break those situations. They're able to move to open spots. Yes. There's not a lot of dribbling. The ball moves well.
Yes.
And which is one of their strengths in half court and traditionally all over the ball. When they have the ball, they move the basketball well.
Yes.
They move well without the basketball. So it makes it a little bit of a challenge. It's going to be an intriguing game. Right now, I guess we have Team Tyus up 19-13 right now. And
Jordan Williams off the mark. He'll shoot another one.
Williams goes 1 from 2 from the line.
Elias King to inbound. Broken press. Elias for 3 off the mark. Jordan Williams high for the board on the glass, and he'll go up the court. He's moving fast. Patrick Chu off the mark. Little scramble, and Elias King will pull it out and move it up the floor. As you can see, Minnesota going off the dribble. They can do a little bit of everything. On the glass hard, Thomas Laufer, he's off the mark.
That rebound was gathered up by Isaac Chu Jr. His father's assistant coach at SEC Sweet 16 Texas A&M right now.
Wow.
He's actually here in there. I had a chance to visit with him. Things going well. We got a 16 one possession game now, 16-19. A big possession for Team Tyus. Big defensive possession for the Houston Hoops. Good movement and good patience.
Yeah, Flea over the chin, off the mark.
Okay. What we're seeing right now, and I don't want to cut you off, is one of the things, a lot of things just keep coming to the deal, is if they control the glass and rebound the ball as well as they're doing, then and if Team Tyus doesn't shoot it as well, then you're going to see them gain control of the tempo. That's my prediction of my.
Yeah,
I think projection might be a better word than
yes. No, yeah. With the tempo change, we'll see how they can handle the press break, and that'll probably be the tail of the tape with this one. And see, as you can see, full court pressure applied. That could have been a backcourt call there.
Yeah. Pressure's not quite as token as it
Thomas
was now.
Laufer off the mark.
A little bit more intensity now. They're getting the rebound.
Right, picking it up. Houston.
Now they're going to go and look for
Cruise to the cup over to 12. And Patrick Chu.
It's Patrick Chu, son of Coach Isaac Chu, Texas A&M Aggie.
Scores the bucket.
That kid had a chance to go and visit and travel through the NCAA tournament this year to a Sweet 16 with Texas A&M.
Oh wow, that's a special experience. See, that's what separates a kid from being just a normal kid from really having some understanding of what the moment means.
Yeah, they're headed over for a quick break to go watch Summer League. They have 3 NBA players playing in Summer League, 18-19. We got a 1-point ball game right now. We have three Summer League players right now that are from the Texas A&M team that are there. So Coach Chu told me him and his son were going to be going over and get 2 or 3 days of Summer League in before he came back to get ready for his July period of evaluation.
Yeah,
they get ready to head to Peach Jam.
Yes, that's pretty special when you're able to, soak in these experiences. 'Cause, I mean, these are, the intangibles that really make a player understand, what he's getting into, at that level.
That's a great point, Albert. Understand, Understanding is everything in the whole process. Because you back off on a rebound there, a turnover.
Well, Team Tyus, let's see if they can get something going. They've been a little lackadaisical in the last 3-4 minutes due to pressure.
Flustered. Flustered is the word that I would use, Albert. Flustered. They have shown
a sidestep move and a nice basket by Xavier Owens. Xavier Owens has been a nice player.
Houston Hoops take the lead now, 1 point, 20-19.
Houston Hoops, Collins to the goal. Off to Katona, he's off the mark.
One chance possessions is what they're getting right now.
Right. There's a nice move to the goal body, and he'll take 2 at the line. Xavier Owens will shoot 2. We're here, IWC3 in Dallas, Drive Nation facility. I'm here with Alan Branch, a grassroots aficionado, 20-plus years. Oh, yeah, don't be humble, 20-plus years in the business. Everybody knows him in Texas and in the nation. So we're having a very special experience for this 3rd championship. The first year it was in Southeast San Diego. It started in a small high school gym. Southeast San Diego. Second year moved to Point Loma Nazarene, overlooking the beach. We're here 21-19. Houston Hoops up. Now we're here, Drive Nation facility for IWC3, a special event here with Alan Branch.
Wow. Lots of pressure being applied by the Houston Hoops right now. They have turned the tempo up. They are rebounding. The next 4 to 5 possessions will tell a lot, Aubrey. There's going to be a lot of things that'll break. It'll either have a chance to break the Tyus team tires, or else we're going to have one heck of a ball game.
Right, and I think Elias King now has to score the ball. He has to get get some people involved. He took a hard fall there, but it looks like he'll go to the line.
Yeah.
And there was a technical foul assessed on that last possession. Excuse me.
I just thought it was a good physical basketball there.
Me too, Alan. And you've been in the game a long time. Fouls are different now than they used to be.
Yep. Well, it's a different world. They're trying to manage a lot, and you see this a lot in youth basketball. Referees want to try to do things to gain a sense of control of the game. They don't want parents to get out of whack. They don't want coaches to get out of whack. And for God's sake, they don't want to, because players normally react to their coaches and their parents at this level. And I do know that even at the high school level where I spend a lot of time, if the parents and the coaches are all right with it, then the players don't. But when the parents start screaming, it should be this and it should be that. So what you're going to see is they're going to try to neutralize that and manage that. A couple of these referees are very experienced, officiate all the way up to the Division I and Division II level. Referees that are involved in this game.
So we've got a tie game, 21-21. Sam Flea at the line. He's going to shoot.
Sam Flea will be shooting 4, 2 technicals, and he was fouled on the attempt. He's 3 for 4, wasn't he?
Yes, he went to the line. Right. 21-22. Team Tyus up by 1. Inbound to King. King off the dribble to the corner. A nice move, but block shot.
Lots of
Houston
length.
Hoops.
Lots of length.
Carter Sutton with a nice elimination to the goal. Rebound, Logie. Collins, nice jump step. Off the mark, Logie couldn't control it. Houston on a run. Nice pass. Looked like some steps taken.
Trouble. That was a good call. Call the travel.
Ball inbounded. Sam Flea bringing it up with some pressure on him. Flea getting harassed. Over to Collins. Collins is going to take it. Looked like a foul, but didn't get it, but he scored the bucket.
They're going to have to shoot at a high percentage to be able to beat them, because they're not getting very little any at all. I don't know if they have one second chance opportunities thus far in the whole first half.
24-21, Team Tyus in the lead. I'm here, IWC3 with Alan Branch.
Yep. Today's game is brought to you by FastMallSports.com. FastMallSports.com is in Chicago, Illinois. Go take a look and see how they're leading basketball into the 21st century through the vehicle of technology.
Shout out.
The big fella takes another one.
Right, eliminate. Right, he's an eliminator already. Oh, but King returning the same favor. So defense at a premium in this one.
Yeah, I love those father coaches. You see Isaac Chu here, assistant coach at Texas A&M right in the SEC. He's taking a good solid spot below the column down here on the baseline out of the way where he can get a little coaching in when they come down his way.
Oh, yeah, you know, you got that type of experience, and you want to give, you know, the boys some tutelage. So we had Nate Robinson, you know, last night, and he, you know, same thing.
Oh, he did a heck of a job. And, you know, and he made a statement today that was for all 10 of the kids that were on the court at one point during the game. I was just really interested in, you know, you started talking about going back to the grassroots days.
Yes.
When he was with Rotary Select, that was one of the kids I remember very, very well.
Yes.
When we were playing on the West Coast.
Yes, Collins will get the ball. Looks like he's going to get out on the break, but he's stripped and stay with.
And something that you said right there, you see a lot of look-like opportunities, but the length and the speed and the athleticism catches up fast. The Tyus team, when they slow down and execute like that, they tend to do a little better. When they try to play the same speed that Houston Hoops is, things just don't go well. You got a 5-point lead, swings back over to Team Tyus.
26-21, excuse me, Alan, 26-21. Minnesota in the lead, a nice move. This kid, Xavier Owens, he's got some game to him, man, and I definitely like his swagger. 23-26, Tyus in the lead.
Yeah, one possession ball game right now. What I see Coach Bird doing is saying, hey, look, slow down and run your stuff and execute the game. That's going to be a travel.
It looks like a travel by Logie. Yeah, he really didn't know.
The length bothered him again.
Yeah, it did.
Get the length.
I mean, and legitimately, Alan, you're going up against a 6'9", 6'10" big, 8th grade.
He's a 6'7" kid. They call them both 6'7" in the beginning. Now we have them on the court. Now we know one is 2 inches taller than the other one, or whatever we want to call it. I'm going to say a 6'8", 6'6", 6'9", 6'7" type difference in it, not even mention the wingspan. And Houston Hoops come back with another possession right here. It's a big key possession.
Yeah, that definitely hurt Logie in the middle. He was concerned about that. Collins to the goal.
Everybody's checking themselves. You see the pitch back out?
Yeah.
They're trying to find him and locate him. That's why that goaltend was really worth his while early
in the first play of the game. Right. Patrick Chu to the cup. Chu has been applying pressure. He keeps going to the goal hard, and Chu is definitely a special player. 23-26, Team Tyus in the lead. IWC3 Drive Nation facility, IndiHoops.com. I'm Aubrey Gray here with Alan Branch.
We have TexasBoysBasketball.com. We have Paul with Inside the Hoops out here covering the event. We have Aubrey's obviously here with his
Wire to Wire Sports Hoops Factory TV, Zavela Group Marketing.
Yeah.
It's been special.
Money with 5 State Hoops. Hoop Report is here also, so there's a lot of coverage, a lot to be seen. The talent has been outstanding.
Yes, it has. Media coverage continue. I don't mean to cut you off, Alan. Ball so hard in the building, as well as Indy Hoops Tip-Off Classic, which will be coming up in the spring. Look for that. That's a huge event.
Down in Atlanta, Georgia.
Right, ran by Jerome Weaver, special event producer. So look out for that event. It's going to be crazy, crazy big.
Also want to let you know Texas Grassroots Basketball will be here for the Lonestar Top 100 camp in roughly about 10 days from now, where there's over 100 Division I coaches are expected to be in attendance of that, leading all the way through the weekend into the Lonestar Classic Showcase. So it's a big live NCAA certified weekend coming up July the 11th through the 15th right here at Drive Nation. Wonderful facility.
Yes.
It's a little bit embarrassing with me being a local. This is the first event I've ever attended and been a part of in this deal. I've been here for 1 or 2 other visits and passed by, sitting right here on the airport grounds. You couldn't get any closer to DFW Airport without being in the terminal. Big move.
Nice move by Williams. And Williams he's got some strength. He's got shoulders. Looks like he might play some football as well, but this kid is pretty good. 26-26, off the mark. Logie with the, Houston Hoops got it out of there again using that physical mentality.
Yeah, this is scrappy. This is a typical Houston team. I spent 20-some years in Houston over the deal. You're looking at a typical Houston team. I mean, obviously you're in Texas, and people don't realize how much difference there is between Houston and Texas. But Houston teams tend to be scrappy, really, really grindy, gritty, go along, and you're seeing a true Houston team. Now they've taken the lead and benefited them with a 2-point lead, 28-26 right now, as we move in right down into the closure of the first half.
Yeah, we got 3 minutes and 24 seconds to go. 28-26. So Minnesota trying to get back in their comfort zone. They've been taken out of their offense a little bit late in the half. Over to Collins.
Get a little bit more ball, man. We run their stuff. A little bit more patience. We don't want
Brady Hagum. Yeah. He's harassed.
There you go.
Alipade off the, and there it is again. The eliminator in the middle, changing the shot and changing the tempo of the game. Jordan Williams going hard. He'll pitch it out.
Right now, he's with the pressure they're applying and how much they can gamble on defense out on the perimeter. He's almost a one-man. I don't want to say wrecking crew, but he's a one-man rim protector. The backside, they can do anything they want to do because he's covering. He's got the rim protector. If you don't know what a rim protector is, you should know what a rim protector is now. When you're sitting here watching Mohamed Nungama.
Yeah, Nungama, that's a high D1 player. I like to call him a master eliminator. Yeah. Somebody who can just, he takes your confidence away, basically.
Well, I'll let you in on a secret. As much as we know Isaac Chu is sitting here and enjoying his son, who's going to be a solid Division I prospect, he's also getting a little evaluation in on a SEC 5-star rim protector, too, at the same time. That's the benefit you have of having a son that's a prospect, get a chance to watch high major prospects. I'm sure Monday morning, when they get back and Billy Kennedy and they're sitting in the office, they're going to talk about this player. And there's nothing illegal about that. That's just the benefit that you get.
Off the mark, Laufer. And Houston Hoops with a nice no-look to Dengam, and he'll shoot 2. The big man was able to, he caught the ball and was trying to finish, but he got his arm grabbed, and he'll shoot 2.
I just saw the first sense of being flustered and frustrated that just came from number 22, Jackson Logie, in that situation right there. This guy runs, beats me down the court, and applies a pressure to Logie, I think is it's pronounced, and applies pressure on both ends of the situation.
Yeah, so Logie will come out, and I think the coach also sensed that Logie was disappointed on that play. He's going up against a high major kid, and he's going to be a Division I player as well, I believe, in Logie.
Oh, no, he's a solid mid-major type prospect right now at this early stage of projection. But when you're looking at Muhammad,
Nungam,
well on his way to being, a solid mid-plus to high major guy.
Yes, I definitely think he's high major just by the way he's changing this game.
Yeah.
And there it is again. He kind of got in the way, and he's being physical and
and he's not really being that physical. They're just such a frantic. They're just running all over themselves.
But a nice 3 in the corner by Nick Katona. So they'll go up 29-28. Team Tyus.
This game staying in a real good one-possession deal. That's the way you answer that situation.
Yeah, that was a nice shot. Brian B.B. Knight. So Houston Hoops takes the lead 31-29.
Yeah, they took the lead back.
Oh, wow, good nice two-man action. Laufer.
He finishes over Muhammad. Good shot. We got a tie ball game now, 31-31.
Great action created by Elijah Fisher, getting it over to Laufer. He completed the play.
All right, I tell you what, at 31-31 right now, with a little bit more than a minute left to go, I think we are truly getting our share or our money worth of what we're looking at here.
Yes, I think this is a special final. As I said, IWC 3. This is our 3rd championship. My name is Aubrey Gray with Wire to Wire Sports Hoops Factory TV, here with Alan Branch of TexasBoysBasketball.com. 14 years NCAA certified scout, 11 years NBA Top 100. Alan, talk about your experience, with the Top 100 camp, NBA Top 100 camp. Some might consider the best camp in the nation.
I think it is the best camp in the nation. I think the USA basketball experience is a good experience, but the thing that I like about it is that it covers a lot of bases at NBA Top 100 camp. I started out with Dave Tellum attending their illustrated media, and then became a part of helped assist in the selection process when John Lucas took over, I guess, roughly 6 years ago. Just finished our going into our 7th year of selection for the NBA Top 100 camp, NBA Players Association Top 100 camp. Back at the game right now, Houston gets another steal.
Brian Knight over to, oh yeah, that's him, Patrick Chu.
Patrick Chu.
Getting his things on, getting his thing done. They take the lead 33-31 behind Chu's layup, and Chu has been his handprint has been all over this game.
Isaac Chu is just loving this.
Katona over
Obviously watching his son play good basketball, but knowing that he's not going to have to pay any college tuition right now.
Oh, Elijah King connecting from 3.
Yeah.
And they'll take the lead back 34-33.
It's a seesaw. You know, you're going to drag around. Right now you want to stop and say, okay, who's getting in what kind of foul trouble?
Wow.
Big huge.
BB Knight.
BB Knight has shown that he can answer from the arc, from deep. That was a lot of range right there. That was from college range.
Yeah, that was a couple steps back from college range.
Right. A step back from college three-point line.
Houston over to Elias King. King will dump it off to Lawfer.
High-level pass right there.
Corner jumper off the mark. Nengam with the rebound. BB Knight will bring it up, and that's
going to end the half. Houston Hoops go in at 36-34 lead right now at the half. As far as I'm concerned, it's pretty close to a tie ball game. We've got a lot more to go. We're going to be having a dunk contest that's going to be going on here at the half. At the half, we're going to spend some time, I see, going on there. So we're going to have a longer than official normal halftime run.
We got some special judges in the building.
I think we get a chance to take a break right now.
Yes.
Del Barrow is right here at the Lonestar Sports Network, right here at Drive Nation, where we're in the middle of the championship game.
This is IWC3. My name is Aubrey Gray from Wire to Wire Sports Hoops Factory TV.
Yeah, sounds good. We got 3 of my favorite guys in here. All of them hand off 2019 kids, one 2018 kid. One's actually already in college. We got Caden Archie, top 10 player in the state of Texas, top 50 player in the country. Now is at the mercy of the TCU Horned Frogs, where he's over there, already enrolled in his first semester there in the Big 12 conference. Then we have 2 2019 kids, former South Garland with one more year to go, not quite former, headed into the situation there at the Kentucky with one more year of high school. Played for a 6A state championship this year, a 5A state championship, where they came up a little bit short. So that's about the only thing left in this state for him to do. And then we have Jalen Wilson, who's at Denton Guyer, which is another top 10 high school team in the country, who is already verbally committed to University of Michigan right there at Beeline, and where he'll be going. So
yeah, Tyrese Maxey, just saw him at USA in Colorado Springs about a month ago, and he just stood out. You know, he the way he played, his tempo and the jubilation that he gives his teammates with his passing and his scoring, it really invigorated his team to go ahead and win that championship at the 18 level over there. So it was a great situation over there with Bill Self, Danny Manning, the coach, and a special group at USA.
I'll tell you something that's been really, really a great opportunity for Michigan. Shortly after Jalen broke his hand, shortly after he committed to Michigan, he broke his hand. So they don't have to worry about him being out there roaming around free with the opportunity to end up at someone else recruiting or get involved with him, because he won't be playing anymore this summer. Hey, we are back here at the Drive Nation right here. My main man, Aubrey, we get back to it. Man, we got a good ball game.
Yes,
good
sir.
Ball game, good halftime entertainment.
Yes.
Today's show is brought to you by FastMallSports.com, right here at the Lonestar Sports Network.
IWC Championship, Minnesota versus Houston Hoops for the third championship of the prestigious 8th grade Little League World Series of basketball. That's how this event was modeled. It was to bring the best teams together so there would be no fluff games. The first game you have to come out and play. If the second game, if you're still in the winner's bracket, you've got to compete hard to get to this point in the championship. 36-34.
Resembles the NCAA tournament.
Exactly, Alan. That's what we were trying to really show, that these kids will compete at the highest level if given the opportunity, coming out of their cities, winning the regionals, and then showing up here to compete for a championship. Nice move, and looks like 24 will shoot two.
One of the interesting things coming out of this situation is that Muhammad comes back into the second half with one foul.
Yes.
Roughly 7 blocks in the first game and about 3 to 4 chain shots. So he's influencing the game. It's going to be an interesting ball game. It's going to be who's able to use and play their style. You got two contrasting styles. Obviously, the Houston Hoops want to get up and down and pressure and do a few more things of that nature. And you got Team Tyus who wants to run their stuff, a little bit more half court, a few extra passes. Both of them two really sound basketball teams.
Yes, there's a nice move by Elijah King. He's off the mark.
His own rebound.
He'll swing it over to Hagum.
Bam, big shot. That's a rebound and assist. You love like that. Now Team Tyus goes back up, 37-36 as we open up the second half.
Nice stroke by Brady Hagum. Jordan Williams over a little action. BB Knight from downtown.
BB Knight has answered the bell. Do you realize BB Knight is shooting 100% right now from the arc?
BB Knight is playing extremely confident. 39-37. He takes the lead with a nice three.
Just no doubt about it. And I tell you what, I don't watch a lot of 8th grade basketball there, but there are a lot of college prospects in this deal. I'd say in this game right here, 80% of these kids are going to play at some level at the next level.
Yes, and Alan, who do you see right now as a candidate for possible MVP of this one, depending on how this game goes?
Right now, I know the popularity won't be with Muhammad Nagami.
Yes.
But right now, he has more impact on the game than anyone else, as the Houston Hoops take the 2-point lead back up again right now with 13 minutes and 42 seconds to go in the second half.
A nice move. Brady Hagum off the mark. He showed some nice dribbling and pull-up skills, but he's off the mark there.
And at the same time, I mean, BB Knight, how many guys come into a championship game and shoot 100%?
Yeah, right now, BB Knight might be the leading candidate because he's came in with a certain type of swagger. He's not backing down, and he's letting it fly.
Yeah, a lot of confidence, and the goal is getting bigger and bigger every time he throws it. Now, the question will we start seeing some entry passes, and will we see big Muhammad Nagami actually get some touches on the inside offensively? Right now, he's earned everything that's been given to him off the glass, whether it's offensive end or defensive end, changing shots, blocking shots. He's the biggest influence. I love the fact that BB has made shots. Then you turn back around and you look on the opposite side of the ball and have to go to Elijah King, who has many influences, probably had like 5 to 6 assists right now. Big shot.
Hagum, a nice move. Brady,
now we're tied at 41.
Brady getting in that lane, and he's had confidence to take that shot, and he makes that shot. So Hagum ties it up. 12:50 left in this one. 41 tight.
Game is going fast.
Yes, it is, Alan. I've enjoyed every minute of it with you. Jordan Williams there's your guy. Jordan going up, and he'll get the foul, shooting 2.
Jordan probably is the leader in the toughness of this deal. I mean, I love Muhammad and the presence that he has in the paint. I've watched lots of high school, some of grassroots basketball. I haven't seen a kid right to this point than Muhammad Nagami has had more presence in the paint.
Yeah, Nagami, and I like his demeanor. He's calm, he's cool, but he's ready to eliminate at any moment.
He knows his role.
Yeah, definitely. Not a scorer, not just a cleanup guy right now who's improving his hands, but got good feet and can finish around the goal. So look for him to be very effective in college.
Right. Now, I'm going to step out on the limb. I have a little bit of an advantage. I saw him in March down in San Antonio, Texas.
Okay.
Playing up with the big boys. And he does have a couple of solid post moves and will be able to score. You see him posting, asking, and sealing and asking for the ball. the perimeter guys just
not
haven't found
getting right. Just not
haven't
getting
gotten him touches.
Right. You've got to find. You
So
got to find your big fella.
if they don't get you touches, you got to go get touches.
Right.
And right now he's doing an effective job of going and getting touches.
Right.
Yeah, we got Houston up back by 2 points right now. We got a 43-41 ball game right now. Very, very interesting outing right now.
Jordan Williams trying to create some action. Over to BB Knight, and BB Knight back to Williams. Williams controlling.
Now you see the Houston Hoops giving Team Tyus a little dose of their medicine. We're going to slow down and take this thing down to a situation.
Williams off the mark with a pull-up. Looks like a foul.
That's a cheap foul. That's what you don't want to see. That's what could possibly change this game. You know, the incredible thing is that Muhammad Nagami was able to finish the first half with only 1 foul. Now, if he goes back and gets into that 3 and 4 foul range, then it could get a little bit
And the pressure
tricky.
is getting to Minnesota. Another finish, number 4.
Yep, they go up by 2 possessions. It's been a while since there's been a 2-possession lead in existence. Another chain shot, block shot. Chu back out. BB
off the
BB
mark.
misses his first shot, which is a layup.
Chu, he's eliminated. Lawford, Elijah King on the run. Pull up.
Great pace. Pace.
Yeah, he pulled it back. He didn't have anything there, and he might have had his shot blocked, but he saw that.
Yeah, no, really, really good pace on that possession.
Haugum, another pull up. He's off the mark.
Another chain shot.
Alapate off to BB Knight. BB stripped by Elijah King, but Elijah King had his foot on the line.
BB got a little bit comfortable right there. And that's the kind of time you want to see him gather himself and get the possession and understand you're playing in a championship game right now. And possession of the basketball is everything in a championship game.
Yeah, that's such an important point, Alan, is that these kids, I don't know if they really understand the magnitude of every possession meaning something and needing to be able to score or do something positive. And there's a score, 47-41. Houston Hoops takes the lead on that basket. And a foul called on Houston Hoops, 47-41 here, 11:08. I'm here with Aubrey Gray, here with Alan Branch of TexasBasketball.com. IWC3 presented by Indivisible Hoops.
Go take a look at TexasBoysBasketball.com. If you want to know some of the things that are going, you can subscribe there for a reasonable $3.95 a month to keep you in touch with everything that's going on all the way to the junior college level in basketball and recruitment and evaluation that goes on here in this great state of Texas, the Lonestar State. Glad to have y'all down, man. I'm glad y'all brought this down. I don't know if this will stay here. I'd love to come to San Diego. You guys have Torrey Pines out there. Hey, well, I'll give up this 106-degree weather for some nice 80-degree weather and Torrey Pines.
Well, Alan, I'm going to tell you, I think it's going to stay here because the Texas loves basketball, and that's the bottom line. You know, San Diego, they love surfing and the weather, but here they love this sport, and they've supported it this week, and we're very appreciative to be here.
Yeah, we'd love to have you all back. This Texas hospitality. Next time we know you're coming, I get a little bit better of a head start. We've got to do a little bit better job of getting you guys aligned and everything in the place to be where it needs to be.
Most definitely, and Alan, I'm going to hold you to that because I want a home-cooked meal from you at some point.
Yeah, well, hey, it's available. The other half does a good job, and I got a few other places I can take you where they do even a really quality job, too.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Houston Hoops up 47-41, maybe one of the biggest leads of the game right now. Huge free throws right now for Team Tyus as far as how the balance will go in this situation.
Right, Team Tyus trying to, stay confident.
Starting to press a little bit.
Right, and looking for scores because they can kind of sense that they're going to have to do something different. Yeah. And that's out of their character. So they've got to stay calm and just stay in their lane and in their game.
Mm-hmm. Big free throw right there. Every point counts right now, 47-42.
47-42. Wow, Chu over to Nangam, and there's a foul on Collins.
On Team Tyus. Houston Hoops to inbound.
42-47, Houston Hoops lead, 10:15 to go. Chu over to Cruz. Cruz back to Chu. Chu to Nangam. In the middle, Nangam off the mark. Elias King will bring it up for Team Tyus, and he's got to get something going quick. Jackson Logie, he's also got to get involved in the game. He was very effective in the semifinals. Hasn't been that effective going against a 6'9" big. He's 6'7", but he's had to adjust his game. You can tell he rarely probably goes against kids that height with that type of wingspan.
I got one for you. I'm going to throw a little history at you. Tyler Hero, a freshman at the University of Kentucky this year from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Elijah King reminds me at the same time of him. Tyler was a better shooter, but they had the same swagger, same feel, and IQ. When I saw Tyler Hero at a older kid camp as an 8th grader, he was participating with older kids. Remind me a lot of Elijah King.
49-44 on that last basket. Houston Hoops, 9:20 to go. King bringing it up.
King a little bit more of a gunner. It has a little swagger nature about the way he goes about. Nothing wrong with the cockiness he does. That's what cockiness and confidence, fine line between the two.
Yes, most certainly. And speaking of confidence, you know, the number 5 player in the nation, Scotty Barnes, he played in our event, our first inaugural event in Southeast San Diego, so he was special. Dudley Blackwell was the MVP. He's at about number 50 in America in 2020. So we definitely have some kids that have that confidence.
We had Scotty at NBA Players Association camp this past Top 100 camp, where he finished as one of the top 10 players there. Anthony Edwards, Atlanta, Georgia kid, was just really, really good there at the same position, the guard position. But back to what we have in front of us right now, we got college prospects, so I don't feel like I'm cheating or deviating or getting out of my lane right now. I'm covering college prospects. That's my day job.
Yes. Nice move by Houston Hoops. They'll kick it out to Cruz.
Adam Stewart is one of our more raw, bigger upside. I project him at 7 foot tall when it's all said and done.
And that's a decent move by Hughes. You know, he's already about 6'10". So
another block shot.
Yes. Also another eliminator coming off the bench for Houston. Houston gets the ball out to the lane. Oh, a nice no-look drop-off. Nice no-look drop-off.
Big time pass.
Yes. 21.
Caleb Burton.
Burton with a nice drop-off. He looked his defender off, drew him in, and dumped it off. Completed the 2.
Houston Hoops are using their bench now really, really deep. Right now, at this point, they don't have they just played 5 possessions and maintained a 7-point lead without having any of their starters in. What does that say?
That says that they're very deep.
In a championship game with 8 minutes to go in the game, and you just played 5 or 6 possessions without your starters, without not one of your starters.
46-53.
Houston Hoops in the lead. Lonestar Sports Network presented by FastMallSports.com. We have multiple sponsors. Harlem Hotels. We'll go take a look at HarlemHotels.com. We're not going to be running any of our commercials. You can hear the show. We actually be going on vacation during the month of July. We come back, we'll be opening up our new Facebook production that'll be going. We'll be going simultaneously off of Periscope, our Lone Star Sports Network on the YouTube channel that you're familiar with, and we'll also be on Facebook. Our Facebook channel will be up and running, Facebook Live.
IWC3 brought to you by IndiHoops.com. Drive Nation facility. We appreciate you, Jermaine O'Neal, if you're out there listening.
Man, O'Neal, they may be playing Big 3 today. He's with the Big 3 group.
Yes, he was. He was just on the other night. A long 3 from Houston, off the mark.
Not the shot you really want right now.
Not at all. Not in the context of the offense of what they're trying to do.
Yeah. When you're championship basketball with no shot clock, possession. Now this is one of the things that I would say right now that I fault the Houston Hoops team. They don't have that true floor general that's going to manage the game when you get situations, which can cause you to not win some of the games that you probably should win.
Yes, and most certainly, Alan. Last year, Las Vegas Elite won our second event behind Zayon Collins, Will McClendon, and Pop Isaacs, and that was a 3-guard combination. So that guard play is a necessity at this level.
Right, 53-48. And the amazing thing is that Richard Law is still resting all of his starters. He's played roughly about 4 minutes right now with no starters.
Yeah, and what I can sense is that those guys are going to go in, and there's going to be some pressure applied to separate themselves. A nice three in the corner.
And as long as you can manage it like that right there, I'll tell you something else he probably has too. He has a bunch of happy parents.
Oh, definitely. Everybody getting playing time today.
In the championship game.
Yeah, and that's rare.
Yeah, that doesn't happen a lot.
53-56. Houston Hoops in the lead, 7:30 to go.
56-49. Houston Hoops lead the game right now. 7 minutes and 27 seconds to go. We got Aubrey and Allen here giving it to you like it is, the 2 A's.
That's right. The grassroots aficionado, Alan Branch, is next to me, and I'm feeling good. Off the mark, Cruz.
Good. A traveling call.
You know, I was
valuable experience for these non-starters right now, you know, to be playing these kind of minutes in the crunch situation. Holding off.
Right. Being able to stave off Minnesota right now. And right now I think it's a battle of the benches. That Houston Hoops is just deeper. The kids are longer. And they're a little bit more physical and just prepared to play this championship game today.
And they're at home.
They are at home, but I don't think that's affected Minnesota until right now. You know, Minnesota has not. They've went through competition. They haven't backed down from anybody, but right now they're almost at a little bit of a breaking point. We'll see with 7:40 to 15 to go, how they move right now.
Yeah, you're live right here on the Lonestar Sports Network.
IWC3, presented by IndiHoops.com.
All things sports, all things Texas, with a taste of
another three by Houston Hoops.
The lefties getting it put in and getting it done.
Caleb Burton connecting. 49-59, 6:40 left.
Yeah, that was actually Vincent Cruz with his second, the lefty. Vincent Cruz finished with his second three-point shot.
Collins fouled. 6:40 to go.
And how can you sit there? I mean, Richard Law sitting there with all his starters. The starters are starting to get a little stiff. They're loosening their fingers up. They're getting there like, we just might let the second team finish out.
Well, they've got
how much of an insult is that to
well, the second team could be a first team on most teams. So
look at that, got a big steal.
A nice steal.
We got to realize this second team scrimmages this first team every day in practice, so they're going to be comfortable in situations like this. This is really, really, really huge as they get ready to proceed now. We got a 10-point lead. Then the second team has been scoring the ball better than the first team did. This is the biggest first double-digit lead of the game.
Yes, it is, Alan. And I don't know. I think Houston Hoops might be taking control of this game at this point. You don't see the swagger that Minnesota has possessed all week. Coach Bird trying to impart to Elijah King, you know, what he has to do to get this team over the hump.
Back rolling, right.
Free throw made. 59-50. Houston Hoops in the lead, 6:30 to go. Brady Haugum with the free throw. Houston Hoops up the court. It looks like Houston Hoops wants to get it inside. They're, right now they're, slowing it down, and they're going to take their time with the lead.
Running a little clock. When you got a coach like Richard Law, that played at South Alabama, started for 4 years there at South Alabama in the Sun Belt Conference. Really solid double-double type guy, all-conference type guy. Spent time coaching at St. Thomas, the high school there, Catholic school in Houston, Texas. The experience that he has, I've known him as he's a young man now with 2 children, and I've known him since he was 14 years old. And IQ and toughness have never been lacking in any of his basketball career.
Ball lost out of bounds, and it looks like it'll go to Minnesota. 59-51, Houston Hoops up, 5:50 to go. I'm Aubrey Gray of Wire to Wire Sports, Hoops Factory TV here with Alan Branch, TexasBasketball.com. Elijah Fisher getting the ball, and he's going to go to the goal with a scoop, and he'll shoot 2. King to the line.
One of the things I'm here with Aubrey Gray, and I'll explain to you, Aubrey. One of the things is TexasBoysBasketball.com is only as good as Texas players are right now. And looking at the Houston Hoops team playing 10 deep right now, TexasBoysBasketball.com is in good shape.
I would say so, Alan. I mean, you got kids coming in and out, kids working hard and playing hard. I see Texas as probably the top state for basketball, if not the top 1 to 2.
We had our run. We had our run in 2012, 13, and 14. We had 14 McDonald's All-Americans in that time. No other stretches state has ever done anything comparable to that.
Yeah, and just the players like the Tyrese Maxeys, the Davion Harmons, the Gerald Liddells. These kids are prepared to play at the next level. King will bring it up.
Always talking about some of our younger kids here in the state of Texas, but we go back to the John Hensons and the Miles Turners and the Harrison twins and those guys that came through that helped pave the way. And I go all the way back to your TJ Fords and your Daniel Ewens when I was first cutting my teeth and getting, finding my place at ABCD camp. And back when Sonny Vaccaro first opened up this whole process when we were there with the Houston Hoop Stars, John Urie and myself, it was a tremendous situation to see Tracy McGrady show up and nobody know him and leave there #1 in the country. I mean, that's one of the biggest, craziest stories.
Yeah, if not the craziest. That McGrady story in '97. King to the goal, and he brings him a little closer, 54-59, 5 minutes to go in the game. And Alan mentioned Sonny Vaccaro, Tom Konchowski, and a lot of the grassroots aficionados that really put it together so we can have an event like this, years later.
Those are the guys that led me in the process. The Rob Kennedys, the Howard Garfinkel, especially Rob Kennedy. Y'all know this hoop group now. Back in those days, we were Eastern Invitational Camp. Those are some huge things. I got to shout out to Steve Keller. Steve Keller was my initial mentor. Van Coleman.
Yes,
picked up handed off the baton to him. It pretty much got me to where I am in this process now over the past 20-some years. And these are guys that are all doing 35, 40 years in the process.
Yes. And Alan, someday I hope to be like you and do my 20 to 25 years in this business as well.
Yep, and it's a good point right now where it is. The business has changed. The game has changed, evolved some.
Yes.
But, it's still basketball, putting the ball in the hole. You're dealing with young men. You're dealing with parents. All in the same goal. Basketball is a tremendous vehicle for many other things in life, and so we're enjoying it. We're enjoying it.
Jordan Williams to the cup hard for Houston Hoops.
Big time drive, big time possession, big time slash. You start to take your heart out when you're doing that. With 4 minutes and 15 seconds to go, they're up by 7 points now, 61-50.
Wow, a nice look by King over to Collins, and Collins will shoot too, but King, it might be a little bit too late unless he really starts to apply the pressure.
I mean, you're right in there now, Coach. I mean, you're talking about a 3-possession ball game with 5 minutes to go, I think exactly where we are right now. So you got a lot of basketball left to be played. And it's not quite 5 minutes, it's 4 minutes and 6 seconds. So you're right. It is winding down on us.
Yeah, it's winding down, but there's still an opportunity. But I just,
a couple of big shots.
Yeah, right. It's going to take some shot making and some decisions by the coach as to how he wants to play this last 4 minutes. A nice rebound.
Now, King a big shot right
is going to take a nice 3, but he's off the mark.
Yeah.
He was clear.
You make that shot right there, that's how you turn the tide on things like that right there. But in actuality, obviously, that didn't happen. Now you're going to come back and watch. I know Richard Law, you're going to come back and watch him come and run some clock.
So Jordan Williams will bring it up for Houston. A very sturdy guard. I've liked this kid all week. I like his shoulders and his legs. His quicks are exemplary. They'll do some handoff action. Jump shot, Owens off.
Big tap back out.
Over to Martinez. Martinez to BB Knight. BB Knight pump fake. Xavier Owens. And we'll have a timeout. Houston
Hoops. We start to wind this thing down, with 61-55 at this stage of the process, we keep getting the flashes up. Who we have for I'm sticking to my guns. I'm going with Muhammad Nugami as the MVP of the game. Nobody has had more influence on this game than Muhammad has had on this game. I'm extremely proud of him. The young man has done a tremendous job working and getting to where he is right now. And in the amount of maturity he has going into high school next year, this kid could be something we haven't had for a minute in Texas, a national dominant big.
Yeah, Nagami, he's an eliminator, and he's a kid. He's a good kid. He's playing hard. He's not complaining. He doesn't worry about calls. He just plays hard, and that's rare in these times. A kid so quiet and cool and calm, but yet so effective. Houston to inbound. 55-61, 3:34 to go. I'm Aubrey Gray, Wire to Wire Sports Hoops Factory TV, here with Alan Branch of TexasBoysBasketball.com. Jordan Williams off the
nice pass.
Nice no look to Nagami. He's going to go up and finish.
If you get him touches, he will finish it.
Nagami, 63-55. Houston Hoops with 3 minutes to go.
3 minutes. You can see the Tyus, the sense of urgency kicking in right here.
Right, doing some handoff action. Off the mark.
One place that I question Muhammad just a little bit. They've got to get his hands stronger.
Yeah.
He gets his hands on the ball right there, and he's not squeezing it.
Yeah.
He's got to catch it and squeeze.
Yeah.
He's getting into the right position, getting in the right place, but that's part of the developmental process.
Right. I mean, going into 9th grade right now, he's lost some balls out of bounds, but he's made some mistakes, but he's done more positive than anything. And a kid like that, a lot of programs are looking at already.
Oh, no. Like I said, we got one program for sure looking. Texas A&M Aggies are sitting here having the luxury of having a son playing, being able to pull double duty right here.
Right, getting a first look.
Right. Yeah, you take a situation like that kid's been on campus at all the major Texas schools to elite camp and things of that nature. Right. They had multiple experiences there, so they already know who it is. But now they're getting a chance to watch him with his peers in competition and really get a true gauge of where he is.
Right. With his age group rising. Ninth
grader.
Ninth grader.
Not rising freshman. Right, exactly.
Jordan Williams pulling it out right now. Jordan Williams looks to goes to the cup. He pitches it out to Martinez. Martinez for 3 off the mark. Owens with a rebound. Thomas Loffer.
And the possession will stay on that end.
Possession will stay on Houston. So Thomas Loffer had the ball, but he really, I don't know if he traveled, or his foot was out of bounds, but the ball will go back to Houston. Houston to inbound. Jordan Williams over to Martinez.
The difference that I see in Team Tyus, and me watching them all week and watching them multiple times, is they haven't shot the 3 ball like they normally shoot it.
Right.
They have been run up off the 3-point line.
Right.
That's been a difference.
Yes, it has. In this one, the 3 looks haven't been there for King, and he's had to go to the cup. And there he is going to the cup, getting an and-1 over Nangam, 57-63. Yes, he did. He took a hard hit, but right now he has to do what he has to do to win.
To have any chance of winning.
Right
now, 63-57, a 6-point ball game. It appears to be a big stretch, but I'm telling you, just 2 big shots, and you like, oh man, we're looking at overtime or come from behind win.
Right. And
these free throws right here,
Yeah, right now every play is big as far as this championship is concerned.
1:41 ball game right now.
58-63, Houston Hoops. Jordan Williams bringing it up off to Chu, and he's stripped. King over to Thomas Loffer. He throws it away.
He turns it over. Now you're seeing the immaturity.
Elijah King with a long 3. I think he could have stepped in there. Number 1, Sam Flea off the mark. Matt Owens with the rebound. Xavier Owens is a player I like.
You see Richard Law, that's the maturity as a coach. He sees his team out of control. A minute to go, knows he has potentially has control of the game, but if he continues allows his team to make decisions are not being made appropriately, so he calls a very valuable timeout that will probably influence him getting the win right here. Because it was getting a little helter-skelter out there for a minute. It could have gone either way.
Right, and that's the experience of playing at the Division I level and going through, as we say, the understanding of the game and possessions.
Yeah, nothing being seeing the vulnerability of his team at the time. Even though he's outplayed him, he's winning and all that, he still recognized vulnerability at the right time. Right,
and that just comes with experience and time.
Yeah. Unfortunately, 36-year-old Richard Law can't put his experienced brain into the 14-year-old players of his that he has out there on the court.
Right. But he's doing his best. I mean, because they've been pretty heady with their decision making and passing. There's been unselfishness. So I mean, the kids have played exemplary. Jordan Williams inbounding to Martinez. Martinez is doubled. Looks like they want a foul. No, Martinez with a nice spin move. Almost lost it. Jordan Williams a hold right now, and it looks like we might start the foul game.
Yep, there we go. In a good place now, man. I tell you what, it's been tremendous. Today's show has been brought to you by FastSmallSports.com. You're listening right here at the Lonestar Sports Network at Drive Nation. You have Aubrey Gray and Alan Branch delivering you the Indi Hoops 8th grade World Championship, 3rd annual World Championship. First time bringing it to Texas. Hopefully we're going to be able to get them back.
Yes, I
if
think.
not, we got to be at a really good weather place down there. I like Torrey Pines and San Diego if we can't. We have to go anywhere else.
Well, hey, look, regardless of what we do, me and you are going to play a round of golf in San Diego at Torrey Pines.
Okay, I've been pretty persistent about that. I think I got that. If I didn't get anything else done this weekend, I got that done.
Well, hey, you cook me some nice home-cooked food. I'm going to take you for a round of golf in San Diego. We're good. Okay,
that's a bargain. I can't complain about that, not one bit. I'm almost ready to go home without my check today, but I don't think I'll pass that either.
Right.
I know my staff over there don't want me to go without home with the check.
Not at all. 65-58. Team Tyus down, a minute left to go. Elijah King over
big
to
shot right there.
Katona,
Nope.
and he's off the mark, and it just doesn't seem like they have the energy right now, Alan.
Well, I think they're a little bit mentally defeated right now is what you're starting to see. You know, they kind of worried. They saw them and said, well, we never been playing a lot of guys like those guys. And now you're sitting here with a 65-58 lead for the Houston Hoops with 50 seconds to go. Now, a lot of basketball can be played in 50 seconds.
Right. Yeah, most definitely. Anything can happen still.
Takes one steal, one big shot, one bad decision
to
light
change
the
that
fire,
tempo. Right.
Change that tempo.
Jordan Williams looked like he's going to hold on to it. This kid is strong and just has fortitude, okay? I'm Aubrey Gray.
All things sports, all things Texas with a nice spice from Minneapolis, Minnesota right now going on. The Houston Hoops are defending the home turf right now with a 65-58 lead. You have Aubrey Gray and Alan Branch with the Lone Star Sports Network bringing you the Indi Hoops 8th grade World Championship right here in 2018 in Drive Nation, Irving, Texas.
Been a special event, special week. Big shout out Brian Hirschman for producing this event. This is his 3rd year. It's a labor of the family and just his investment into grassroots basketball. My business partner and somebody I truly appreciate.
It's been a good job. I kind of got thrown into this thing just based on relationship and what we have with ePlay. ePlay, a new stat platform, is coming up and growing and soon to be a part. One of the early adopters were the Indi Hoops 8th grade middle school basketball league. Now it's grown out to the fact that the Drew League out by Nike in LA is utilizing, some of the high schools are utilizing it. Texas grassroots basketball is going to be utilizing in the live period. So ePlay is coming fast. Go take a look at ePlay. Google ePlay and you can hear more about that if you want to be able to manage a full stat line on your operations.
Jackson Logie off the mark for 3, and that might seal it. 21 seconds to go, 67-58. Houston Hoops in the lead.
Well, as we get ready to part, Aubrey Gray, I've had a tremendous time watching basketball with you for 4 days and sharing just a new acquaintance, never have worked together. It's been a really comfortable synergy between the two of us without any really true preparation. I think we've provided a pretty decent product, well, along with the product that's on the floor to give all of our fans. It'll be a good piece that you'll be able to continue to listen to and look. You can follow us at TX Boys Basketball with 1 L on Twitter, where you can be able to keep up with the process every Tuesday and Thursday, coming back in August after we finish the July run of things that'll be going on. We'll be back here doing the first NCAA certification live period, evaluation period here at Drive Nation. 8 seconds to go in this game. We are winding it on down. We're about to say congratulations to the Houston Hoops. They are the 2018 world champs of the 8th grade division. Houston Hoops, shout out to Hal Pastor. He's the founder of this group. Back when I was first going, you guys know Josh Pastor's son.
Of course. I remember Josh winning that championship in '97. Actually,
oh, well, you're dating yourself now.
Well, I'm sorry, I have to. Bennett Davidson was from Sebastopol, California. He was on that team with Miles Simon, Josh, and Bibby. So a very special group. And I was connected to Bennett through some family. But yeah, it's a special group.
You remember something? That's a real. That was back when I had hair.
And I was in high school.
Yeah, okay, how about that?
And that's it.
It goes out 68-60. The Houston Hoops are your new 2018 world champion for IndiHoops.com. Go take a look at Indi Hoops and get more. Go take a look at the Lone Star Sports Network, TexasBoysBasketball.com. coming from Aubrey Gray and Alan Branch right here in Drive Nation in Irving, Texas. All things sports, all things Texas. Texas prevails. We're excited about it. We'll be
IWC3,
back.
Drive Nation, we appreciate you.
Big shout out to Brian Hirschman who got it done as he comes walking across the floor in a fury. Get ready to present the championship trophies. Here we go. We're going to be signing off from the Lonestar Sports Network. Thanks to Lady Life, Honey Your Money, and my main man and new friend and buddy, partner in crime, Aubrey Gray. Alan Branch, we'll see you on the next one. Y'all have a good July. Stay cool.
Thank you.